Hi there, it's Mr. Steve Hunter.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Price.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
I
well.
work with Dr. Sen in the clinic, and she just asked if I could talk to you today,
Yeah.
take a bit of a history.
Yes.
Maybe before we get started, you could just tell me a little bit about yourself, like your age and what you do.
So I'm 23.
Okay.
I work at a bank, so I work at TD.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you a teller or?
Yeah, I'm a bank teller.
Okay. All right. And I understand that you've come in today with some concerns about your asthma. Is that right?
Yeah, my asthma has gotten worse, and Dr. Sen just asked if you could ask me some questions. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you're concerned about with the asthma?
Yeah, so I've just been it's just been getting progressively worse, and I've been having these really dry coughs that like aren't, I'm not like achieving the cough that I want, you know?
Okay.
Like, yeah.
All right.
And so it's just giving me no relief, coughing, I can't really breathe, lots of wheezing.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did the cough start?
Not too long ago now, a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay. And has the cough changed over that time frame?
No.
No.
Just the asthma's been getting worse and worse. Just,
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're coughing, do you cough up any sputum?
No.
No, so it's just dry. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you having some difficulty with breathing as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that all the time, or are there certain activities or things that you're
Most
aware
of the time, just like having a hard time breathing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are there any activities or other things that you're aware of that exacerbate
Just
it?
anything taxing. So like if I'm walking too fast, if
Mhm.
I'm like in a rush, yeah.
Okay.
Stuff like that, running around at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you get that worsening of your breathing,
Mhm.
what do you do then?
So I'll take my puffer,
Mhm.
or just try and sit down and let it pass, or
Okay.
yeah.
And what puffer is it that you're
It's
taking?
Ventolin.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alrighty. And when you take the puffer, does that seem to give you some relief?
Yeah, it helps for a bit, but I've been taking it just more and more frequently.
Okay. So when you do take it, how many puffs do you take usually?
I take 2 puffs,
Mm-hmm.
about 4 to 6 times a day.
Okay. And this has just changed over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah.
And so what were you taking before that on average, do you think?
2 to 3, like 2 to 3 times a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 puffs 2 to 3 times
so
a
it's
week.
changed quite a bit then.
Yeah, it's become a lot more frequent.
Okay. And along with this, new cough and having to use your Ventolin inhaler a little more frequently, have
Mhm.
you found any chest discomfort to go along with this?
Yeah,
Can you describe that for me?
just like a tightness and an inability to breathe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you take the Ventolin inhaler, does that seem to ease that off, that chest discomfort, that tightness?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that tightness go anywhere else?
No. not
Doesn't
really.
radiate anywhere else? No. And during these episodes where you get the chest discomfort and the difficulty breathing, do you find you're unwell in any other way?
No, not that I've noticed. Just really, really with my asthma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so no difficulties with feeling lightheaded?
No.
Dizzy?
No.
Or feeling sweaty during these episodes?
No.
No. Do you ever feel like the heart is beating abnormally or racing?
No.
No. What about nausea? Do you
No,
have
I've
that?
not been feeling nauseous.
No. Okay. And in the last few weeks, have you had any kind of a fever?
Nope.
No. And have you noticed any changes in the appearance of your legs at all? New swelling or redness?
No notice and nothing
Okay.
like that.
Alrighty. And so this change come about a few weeks ago in your asthma and your breathing.
Mhm.
Can you identify anything that might have taken place or changed at that time?
Yeah, it's been like really bad. I don't know. I'm starting to think it might be my partner's cat.
Okay.
So yeah, I moved in with my partner about a year ago,
Okay.
and so I don't know. They have this cat, and I'm like worried that it might be the cat. Like I'm hoping it's the old building that we
Okay.
live in,
Alrighty.
but there's like a part of me that's super worried about this cat.
So is the cat new then in the last couple of weeks?
No, it's not new at all. It's just
Okay.
like really been my asthma is getting progressively worse.
Okay. And so when you're away from the cat, do you find that changes? Your breathing is better? I don't know if you've had the opportunity to be away.
I haven't really noticed anything, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the building you're in, you said you've been there for about a year.
Yeah.
And is there anything else that might have changed in the last few weeks about the environment
No.
there?
No.
Like changing carpets, for example?
No.
Or,
I don't know how old the carpets are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And no new mattress or change in
No,
that?
the mattress is old.
Okay.
Yeah.
And during the day when you're at work, how is your asthma? Is it any better? Or?
It's a bit better. I'm still taking the Ventolin at work, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. But you do notice a change that maybe gets a bit worse when you're at
Yeah, at
home.
home, yeah.
Okay. All right. And in the past, when you've been around cats, has that been troublesome for you?
Not that I've noticed, like, so, yeah, I've been with my partner for a while now, and
Mm-hmm.
when we used to stay with them before we were living together, I would never noticed, like, I never really noticed any problems with my asthma, but
Okay.
it's just, like, now.
Okay. And how do you think your partner would feel about getting rid of the cat? Is that a possibility?
No, super attached to the cat. I, like, don't even want to tell them that I think that is how attached to the cat they are.
I see.
Yeah.
And can you tell me a little bit about your partner?
Sure, yeah, so, what do you want to know?
You said you moved in together about a year ago.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for about 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And do you feel that you can talk to your partner about other things, or is it just the
Yeah,
cat,
I just
really?
feel bad about this, like, whole thing with the cat.
Mhm.
I'm hoping it's not the cat.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll come back to that, I guess.
Yeah.
And so maybe we'll just talk a little bit more about your asthma.
Absolutely.
When were you diagnosed with that?
So I was diagnosed with asthma when I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how have things changed or been over the years with regards to your asthma?
So when I first got my asthma, I never really had, like, too many problems with it, except for this cough.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had an episode when I was 18, when I was admitted to the ER,
Mm-hmm.
and they put, like, a mask on me and
Okay.
stuff like that. I was there in the hospital for 2 days.
I see. So you were
Yeah.
admitted then, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had a couple other episodes since then, but I've never been to the hospital or anything.
Okay. And do you recall when you were admitted when you were 18, if you were admitted to the intensive care unit or had a breathing tube down your throat to help you breathe?
No, not that I recall.
No, okay. And so that would have been the only time you've actually had to go to the hospital for your asthma? Is that
For my
right?
asthma, yeah.
Okay, all right. And are there other medical problems besides your asthma that I should be aware of?
No.
No? Not needing to see a doctor for anything on a regular basis?
When I was 17, I hurt my ankle. And I had to
Okay.
go, yeah, but nothing.
Okay, what happened with that?
Just, like, fell and broke my ankle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so how was that managed? Was that managed with surgery or
No, just your standard ankle healing.
casting then,
Yeah.
it sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay, and are you having any ongoing problems with that I
No.
should be aware of?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. And so it's really just the history of the ankle injury and the asthma, no other health problems that I should know about?
No.
No. And you already mentioned to me that you take Ventolin for your asthma.
Yeah.
And that's something you've taken for some time, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many puffs? You said you're taking 2 puffs 4 to 6 times a day now, is
Yeah.
that right? And do you know if there's any other additional medications that you're taking?
So I'm
for
on
asthma?
Flovent as
Mhm.
well. And
Okay.
then I sometimes just take Claritin. My allergies are bad.
Okay.
Mhm.
And with regards to the Flovent, how long have you been on that for?
As long as I've been on the Ventolin.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
like since you were 16, would
Yeah.
you say? Okay. And has that changed in the last few months in terms of the amount of puffs you're taking?
No, same with the Flovent, just way more.
You're taking it more frequently?
And with the Ventolin, I'm taking the Ventolin more frequently. I've noticed the Flovent, I've not been taking more frequently.
How many puffs do you take about a day?
2 to 3.
Okay, alrighty. And you mentioned taking Claritin for seasonal allergies.
Yeah.
What kind of seasonal allergies do
I'm
you
just
have?
in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So right now they're not.
No, they're
that's
not
not too bad. You don't think that's really contributory as to why you've been having worsening of your asthma
Unfortunately,
right now?
No.
Okay. And are there any other triggers that you've ever identified with regards to your asthma besides maybe you said seasonal allergies?
Seasonal allergies, like if people are smoking around me, stuff
Okay.
like that.
All right. Do you smoke?
No, I don't smoke.
Have you ever been a smoker?
No.
No. Okay. And what about your either work or home environment? Is there somebody that's smoking around
No.
you? Or?
No.
No, it's not a real problem. It doesn't sound like.
No.
No. Okay. Good. And so we mentioned that you don't smoke. What about use of alcohol?
No, I don't drink.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No. Okay. And what about other substances, like for example marijuana?
No, nothing like that.
No. Okay. Any herbal remedies or over-the-counter
No.
substances?
No.
Okay. All right. And then just a little bit of information about your family medical history might be helpful.
Sure.
You know if there's any conditions that seem to run in your family at all?
Yeah, so my dad has mild angina, And then my mom is on a diet for her diabetes.
Okay.
And then my sister also has asthma.
Okay,
Yeah.
alrighty. And you mentioned, so your dad has angina, you said?
Yeah.
And has he ever had a heart attack, do you know? Or?
No, just mild.
Okay, alrighty. And how old would he be?
He is 66.
Okay, alright. So no heart attacks, just the angina,
Yeah.
no other health things that you're aware
Yeah.
of. And you said your mom has diabetes.
Diabetes,
How
yeah.
old would she be?
She is 63.
Alright. And no other health problems, no. And then your sister, how old is she?
My sister is 21.
Okay. And she has asthma as well?
Yeah.
Do you have any children of your own?
No.
No. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's helpful information. Thank you for that.
Of course.
So I guess we need to kind of come up with a bit of a plan as to how we're going to manage your asthma. Do you have any ideas about what might be helpful for you?
If there's another medication or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, just because I'm taking the Ventolin so frequently.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know if you've ever been on a medication called prednisone? It's an oral steroid,
No,
sometimes used for asthma.
I don't think so.
It's possible you might have got it when you were
At the
18
year.
admitted, but
Yeah,
that might
I
be
think
hard
maybe
to
I had
remember.
it then. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that might be something to consider for the short term because it seems like you're having a bit of a flare up
Yeah.
of your asthma, and that
Mhm.
might help. And that's taken as a once daily tablet for about a week's time or so.
Okay.
The other thing is it might be beneficial potentially to increase the dosage of your Flovent. I'll have to find out how many micrograms per puff you're on. I might have to
Absolutely.
maybe call your pharmacy to get
Yeah.
that information, and maybe that could be changed. Are the finances a concern with regards to paying for these medications?
No.
No? Excellent. So I think those are reasonable short-term solutions. We would rather you not be having to take the Ventolin inhaler with that degree of frequency.
Mhm.
That's a bit concerning.
Yeah.
And certainly if you find that your breathing is getting worse,
Yeah.
then we would encourage you to go to the emergency department if it
Yeah.
becomes very
Of course.
worrisome, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess if we really think that the cat might be a factor,
Yeah.
something to think about for
Yes.
now maybe. I understand that it can be a difficult thing to discuss with your partner.
Absolutely.
But you don't really want to be taking higher doses of steroids than are necessary, and if that's potentially a
Mhm.
trigger, that might be something to consider.
Yeah.
I think if you're not exactly sure, one option might be even to try and see how you feel when you're away from the cat, if it's
Right.
possible to get away for a week or two or something like that.
Right.
And then you could see, and that then you might not even need to initiate that conversation if it seems like
Yeah, I
it's
hope that I.
not any different when you're away from the cat. Then
Yeah.
perhaps that's not the problem. But
Absolutely.
if it is, then that's something to think about for the future.
Yeah.
Are there other concerns or issues that we can address with you today?
No, not today.
No? Okay. Excellent. Well, why don't we plan to see each other again in a week or two?
Oh,
If you
okay.
could book an appointment, and we can kind of see how you're feeling after we've made these changes in your medications.
Absolutely.
And we can check in again and see how things are going.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
nice meeting you.
Nice meeting
Take
you.
care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.